Okay, y'all. So I see now what happened. They must have thought Miss Sutton was a boss. Miss Sutton was like a first year teacher, Keely Sutton. She was a first year teacher at the school. If she was using the device and she was pregnant, when she came over to my house, she came to drop off this stuff. The she just started the argument. Okay, so I'm at the hospital, y'all. I passed out because I thought I was pregnant. Okay. So I end up at the hospital. I don't think they did shit to me because Miss Sutton was trying to beat me. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So she thought I was like a bitch at the school because this is her first year teaching. It's like, no, you supposed to be helpful. So I went into the classroom. I asked her, I didn't know it was her first year teaching. I went to the classroom. I was like, I never taught sixth grade. So I don't know. I was like, I never taught sixth grade. So I don't have a lot of sixth grade stuff. And I had just left my stuff in Dallas, Texas. I'm talking about I had so much shit. I left the school like 4 or 5 classrooms worth of shit. All I had was like something somebody donated to me, and it wasn't everything that I needed. Then they said they had everything on the S drive. Okay, if you got everything on the S drive, I go on the S drive, y'all, it's not on there. So what happens is I end up getting raped. And I felt like, okay, wait a minute, I'm pregnant. Guess what? I probably wasn't pregnant, y'all. I passed out when I was working out. I kept passing out. Then I was at home and I passed out again. When I get to the hospital, they act like they doing a surgery. They leave my wound open. Actually, they don't leave it open. It comes open because it becomes infected. So once they leave the infected wound open, I go back. They make me stay at home until the wound closes, okay, on its own. Never have I got anything like, okay, we did this surgery again or this happened again. They just repeated the same thing that they said to. So look, y'all, that's when Miss Sutton starts to get like kind of, they come up to the hospital, Miss Sutton, Debbie Reynolds, and there was another teacher who was like a 4th grade teacher at the time. She got a real high voice too. She remind you of the crimes, okay? Which y'all will understand later. Okay, so they all 3 come there, and my mama sitting there. My mama already looking like she in trouble or something. Excuse me. So they found out about the devices. So my mama got mad at me because I said something, and it was probably jealousy because my mama was like sitting there, and I was like, I don't like watching the bootleg movies a lot. Like I like just watch the regular TV because the stuff was come from my house. So at this point, I'm thinking my mama is trying to be like me, and Marcus could have already been involved too because the alphas and all this stuff was already there at the Confluence. If y'all would have saw how many stalkers I picked up at Confluence Academy, you would be surprised. My mama picked them up too. So it's like, and we didn't pick them up, they just start following us. That's when they start stalking us. So I ordered like a heat thing, like some type of Scentsy something from her. So I ordered a Scentsy from her, and she comes over and she is like trying to drop off something. But at this point, that other teacher came, Miss P. Her name was P. Miss Preston came over too. And I think she put a device inside of my computer. So then we like, okay, so I got Miss Preston putting a device in my computer. Miss Sutton comes over. Also Destiny, whatever her name, comes over. That's the one that likes Lil Wayne. The Millie stuff. So the Destiny lady come over. And they all act like weird when they come over. Like, it's like I'm bringing them the stuff on a tray and all that stuff. That's why the lady last night was like, make sure you take the tray. I'm bringing them stuff on the tray, giving them drinks, hospitality type shit. So I'm just like wondering what happened. So I get back to the school, y'all, and I'm cold. So I put the blanket on my shoulders, okay? They want me to feel bad about this shit, though. They put me through the shit, but you want me to feel bad. So I put the blanket on my shoulders. My wound is still kind of open, and the person had just granted me 2 more weeks. The girls get upset about something, about going somewhere or something like that, go downstairs and start trying to tell on me. So the lady was like, no, you got to take a week off while we do this. So when the lady called me back, she was like, yeah, just go back to work on Monday. You're going to be fine. And really, I couldn't have went back to work on Monday because I still had a wound open. So when I get back to work, Miss Sutton walks up on me and starts, you were talking about me. You were talking about me. Now, she pregnant, y'all. She the one that's pregnant. So she could have been using that shit and I could have felt pregnant. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So she pregnant. She's standing there. I was like, and I got a wound open. Like, I'm just standing there looking at her. She doing all this shit. Like, Bitch, we don't have time for this shit right now. The kids stand around us, wait for us to fight all this different stuff. That's when the kids go back downstairs and tell them I did all this shit to them. I hadn't even been there. I hadn't even been there, y'all. It was the sub that was doing it. Because they... So, anyway, the sub, so I think they came from Texas or whatever. And they saying the people that came from Texas or the stuff came from Texas was jealous of me too. Which they probably was. And if that's the case, if Antoinette put something in there, Miss Peters had bacterial vaginosis and trichomosis the whole fucking time we teaching. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all the dirt, baby, because I know from personal experience. So, look, if you did that shit to yourself, Miss Peters, then that's the problem. So, look, y'all, when they get there, when I come back, the kids start talking about the Hispanic students. She had all them Hispanic students. That's what the little girl saying, they twins. She had all them Hispanic students that she think that they better than me. They'll have the kids in there doing it, and I'll be like, nah, look, they don't got none of the discussions that we had. The kids in there gay. You gay. They don't have no discussions. Everything is positive, y'all. Even though the kids might sound like they have an attitude when we have positive discussions. So it's like everything is positive. And it's a white group of white women coming after me too. So look, what else was it? Don't touch. When they found out the notocommos, that was like, don't touch my art supply. I ain't even gonna tell y'all what it means, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all how stupid it is, because it's not their business. This is confidential information. So look, they get that, they get the notocommos, they start touching me. Then they get my ear, like look how thick y'all see how thick my fucking glasses are. So that means I have sensitive hearing. They'll start trying to holler in my ear. That's what the boy was doing last night at the job. You see what I'm saying? Then it was like, but it's like, now I can whoop your ass because I'm not playing with you. So then it was like, what else was it that was in Spanish? That was probably silencio, callete. I said callete once, y'all, because I didn't know it meant shut up. And I live with Guatemalan and Mexican people. Like, my boyfriend was Guatemalan. So I speak like real homegirl Spanish. You see what I'm saying? So then it was like, what else was it? So y'all, that's how they got the new girl, because this stuff is stuff from television. Like the profile stuff from television. This person gave this shit to some low-level hood-ass teachers, like Samantha Simple. She white, but she white trash. So it's like she want to be the person on there. She, again, another first-year teacher with an attitude issue. I don't have it. Like, I'm talking about y'all, I got so much experience teaching before I became a certified teacher. And I knew I was designing school, so this ain't no shit I want to do for 24 fucking years. So listen, the whole time, every time they try to set me back into designing the school, they see everything that's my goal. Go through the shit and take every goal I wanted and then try to destroy you. This is like something they should never done. They gave John Legend this, and then they gave this person. You can't get them the shit that my initiatives. Michelle Obama this, Barack Obama that. And I'm talking about they really came after me. Now they down here looking like drug addicts. All of them look like they just out of their fucking mind. And the whole time they trying to drive me out of my mind, trying to stand somewhere and be me. You don't have the drive. You don't have the behind. Like, nothing is like... It's like they had no goals, and when they saw my goals, that's like, I'm going to do this. But why would you want to do it? That's what it is. We don't have a why they want to do it. Kim Kardashian trying to get the people out of jail. All type of shit. Like, this shit ain't funny. This bitch is from jail with my profile for television. With shit from my computer, with confidential fucking information. Private information. Y'all understand? The police sitting over there with private information, trying to do something for something else. That shit don't make sense. Now all of a sudden you want to be a writer. I'm your boss. It's like you writing my shit again, and they keep trying to make me go through the shit, y'all. I don't have to go through this shit. And that's what it is. It's like, it's unbelievable to them. But it's believable that you can be a writer and you just looked at the shit for a school year. It's believable to you that you can be teacher of the year and you've been teaching for 1 year. I'm talking about Miss Science, Miss Roberson, whatever her name is, Destiny, and no, not Destiny, and Miss Simple went upstairs and left me down there. But they took the stuff and